Welcome in, guys. We are here to introduce the MB1000. Before we jump into it, we're gonna go through a quick body weight warm-up, Tabata style, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest through 2 rounds. We're gonna go through these movements really quick, then we'll jump into it. Megan's gonna demo all of them for us. We're gonna start with high knees. So we're just gonna drive the knee up, run them out, bringing the knee as high to the chest as we can. Then we're gonna transition to butt kickers. So she's gonna switch and drive her heels towards her glutes, alternating back and forth. Then we're gonna move into jumping jacks. So arms really wide out, hands meet above the head as the feet go out and in. We're gonna go to speed burpees next. So she's gonna put her hands to the floor, kick all the way out, jump all the way back in, land flat-footed or as close to it as she can. We can also walk these in as we go, and air squats will finish it out. So feet out about shoulder width apart. She's gonna drop low into that squat, stand back up and repeat. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're gonna go through the whole thing 2 times. I'm gonna count you down. We will start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go with those high knees, running them out. Guys, when we get the high knees, we wanna drive the knee up as high as we can, using the arms to drive the knee. In the first round, we can start slow. As we start to warm up, we can speed this up a little bit. Coming up on our last 5 seconds here. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Great job. Rest here, 10 seconds. Now we're gonna transition a little bit more up on the toes so we can drive those glutes to the heels. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice job. Megan's gonna do the same thing. She's still gonna run out with the hands, but we're gonna bring the heel to the top of the glute as close as we can get as we run these out. 20 seconds. Guys, you can do anything for 20 seconds. Keep moving through it at your pace. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're gonna move to jumping jacks next. If the impact or anything is too much on the knees, on the ankles, go ahead and just step the feet out. Alternate the feet as we go. Let's go. 20 seconds. Jump the feet in and out. Back and forth. We want those hands to come out wide. Really open up the shoulders. Open up the chest. You guys are already 10 seconds in. We are almost there. Hang on to it all the way through. Get a couple more. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We are almost through round 1. As we drop for speed burpees, guys, if you come out, kick out, if the kick out, kick in is too much, go ahead and just walk the feet out. Let's go, 20 seconds. Hands in front of the toes, kick out, jump back in, stand all the way up at the top. We wanna finish tall and strong at the top before we drop back down. If you need to, guys, set your hands down, walk the feet out, walk the feet back in and stand all the way up. Great job, you're almost there. Hang on to it for 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Finishing off round 1. If this is your first time through it and you're nervous about your squat position, feet together, jump the feet out, go ahead and go. That's your natural spot, then we're just gonna drop. Drop the booty to the floor, drive the knees out. You can see when Megan does hers, the knees drive out following the toes. Great job, guys, it's your pace. This is your warm-up. The idea is to get the body warmed up, primed, and ready to jump into the rest of the session. Go ahead and rest here. That's 1 round down. We've got 1 round to go. Another 2.5 minutes and we're through it. Back to the high knees at the top. Let's go ahead and run them out. Let's go, 20 seconds. Drive those knees up high if you need to because of the ankle issues or if it bothers the knees, just alternate your high knee. Drive that knee up as high as you can towards the chest. Alternate it back and forth. Hang on to it, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest here, guys. Almost through it. While you rest, catch your breath. Big deep breath in through the nose. Push all that air out through the mouth. Moving to butt kickers. Let's go. Same thing as before, guys. If the impact is too much, go ahead and just drive one up. Set it down. Bring the other one up. Trying to touch that heel to your glutes and alternate back and forth. You are almost done. 5 seconds to go here. Keep moving, keep moving. 2, 1, go ahead and rest. We have 3 more to go. Megan's getting warmed up here with you. Stay with her, guys. We're almost done. Moving to our jumping jacks next. And let's go. 20 seconds on the clock. As many jumping jacks as we can get here. If you've been doing these for a while or you want to change it up a little bit, you can bring the arms more narrow and shorter movement. Speed them up. Bring the hands out wide and cross them across the chest as you go, alternating back and forth. For 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest here. 2 more to go, guys. We have just over 60 seconds in the whole thing. We're gonna go speed burpees next. And let's go. Hands right in front of the feet. Kick all the way out. Stand all the way up at the top. If you need to, remember, we can walk the feet out, walk them back in. We wanna make sure that we land flat on the feet, land soft all the way through. Hang on to it. We're coming up on our last 5 seconds here. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Our last one for the day, guys, is just our air squats. Remember, we can put the feet together, short little bounce out. There's a pretty natural squat position, and go. Drop the booty low, drive the knees out. Under 20 seconds of work, and we are all warmed up, primed, ready to jump on the MB1000 here. We are almost there. Keep pushing through it. You're coming up on your last 5 seconds here. Let's push for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest, guys. You're all warmed up. Megan's all warmed up with you. We will see you guys with the MB1000 in the next round. All right, guys, welcome in. We are gonna use the MB1000 today. We're gonna go 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest through 2 rounds. I already set this up, so just to highlight these real quick before we go into the demo, we have the light bands up at the top for our pull downs. We have the medium sized bands on for the presses, and then we have one of the light ones on to do the leg extensions as well. As you go through these, they are all labeled. So you have the lights, the mediums, and the heavy bands that you can mix in and switch as you go through when you're comfortable and setting it up for yourself. Megan's gonna jump on here. We'll go through these. The wide grip press is our first one. So this is a chest press from the wide grips that are pointing out away from you as you come in. So she's gonna get set up with the wide grips, set herself up and press out as far as she can, bringing them back in under control. Guys, anytime we use anything banded, we wanna make sure we are in control in both directions. Then we're gonna jump to our pull down. So she's just gonna reach overhead, drive straight down. What we wanna be mindful of is that there is a post right here. So if we need to move this out of the way, we do before we get to the pull downs. Then we're gonna come up off of the MB1000 and get a set of alternating reverse lunges. 40 seconds of work, alternating them back and forth. Then we're gonna sit back down, bring the legs in. So we wanna come over these top ones and underneath with the shins inside the outer ones. And then we are gonna drive the feet out as far as we can, bring the feet back in. This is not a huge rep range of movement because the knees are already locked out. So we're not trying to swing them all the way up. It's a shorter movement here. Then we are gonna go back into the press, this time from the narrow press. So these ones are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. We're gonna drive out in that press, right back into the chest. Then we will jump back off one more time. We're gonna run mountain climbers out for 40 seconds. So stacked in a push-up position, running the knees towards the chest. We're gonna go through the whole thing 2 times. Megan's gonna start set up for that wide grip press. I'm gonna count you down. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. As she drives out into that wide press, couple things are very important, guys. The band will do a lot of the work. The machine will also do what it's supposed to do and keep your body stacked where you want it to be stacked. But we want full control of the band in both directions as we press and as we come back towards the chest. The other thing we want to do, guys, and be mindful of is that we want to squeeze the chest as we come to the full extension in the movement before we drop back in. Drive all the way out, big squeeze in the chest, drive back in. 5 seconds to go here. 4, 3, 2, go ahead and rest. Megan's gonna set that back. Guys, you got 15 seconds to rest here. So as we rest, think big deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Maybe you need a little water at any point. You can do that. If you need to, make sure that we get set up. 5 seconds and we'll go in the pull down. We're gonna pull as far down as we can. Little pause at the bottom, right back up. Let's go. Megan's gonna pull down. Good, brings them back up to the top. Another big pull down. Good, notice how she's not in a rush here. She's not in a hurry. Full control of that band in both directions. It's very easy to get that pull down and just kind of let go, but we want full control. Each rep, I'd rather you do one less under control than speed through them. We are almost done here with these. 10 seconds to go. pulls down, little pause at the bottom, good. Full control back up, little pause at the top, right back down, right back up, and rest. Megan's gonna come off. We're gonna go reverse lunges here, alternating back and forth. As we go through these guys, we wanna drop that knee low to the floor, come all the way back up, stand up tall at the top, and then the other side. We will alternate them back and forth for 40 seconds, and let's go. So we're gonna drop, I'm gonna have Megan turn just a little bit this way so you guys can see as she drops back, she's gonna drop that knee to the floor. Good. Alternating back and forth as she comes down to the ground. The other thing that's really important, guys, is we drop back. As this knee drops, it stacks just next to the hip as we come down. So the knee and the hip are in a straight line as we move through. Chest is up, eyes are up. Good job. She's got a good pace here. We want to make sure that we get each rep under control, moving through each one as we go. 5 seconds of work here. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're going to come back onto the MB1000 here. We've got 3 movements to go in round 1. We're going to get set back up for leg extensions. With this one, guys, this first pad goes behind the knee. Second pad comes in front just along the shin here. And then we will get these extensions. We will drive the feet out. Full extension. Go ahead and go. Little pause at the top. Bring it all the way back in. As always, guys, remember in banded movement, we want full control in the full rep. All the way out, all the way back in. As you go through these, guys, if you need to, sometimes you're going to have to make little adjustments to the pads to make sure they get set. Right on the back side of the knee and the hamstring. Right on the inside, we'll bring that pad to the front of the shin, right at the top of the foot. As we get full extension out, slow it back down as we come back in. Good work, Megan. She's got 5 seconds. Keep moving, guys. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We are going to move to the narrow press. So this time we're going to bring the hands to the inside. A little bit more narrow in the press, which means we're tucking the elbows inside towards the side of the body as we press out. Drive the back in and all the way back out. Remember, guys, big squeeze in the chest as we go through. Let's go. Presses out. Good. Full control back in. One of the things you can see with Megan is that her hands are really loose on the grips. We don't really need to just death grip these guys. Relaxed, push through the pads in your hands. Line the wrist up with the elbow as we press through here so we keep everything safe. We don't bow the elbows out. We're not trying to turn them all the way in. We want them train tracked right alongside the body as we press out. Slow and controlled back in, right back out. Megan's doing a great job, guys. Stay with her. 5 seconds. 3, 2, go ahead and rest. We're going to drop back down to the floor for mountain climbers here. We are almost done with round 1, guys. We've got just over 6 minutes to go here. When we come down for our climbers, guys, at any point, if you need to take a rest, drop to one knee. Can drop to both knees if you need to. Out into that full planked push-up position, and we're going to run the knees in towards the chest. Notice as she does these here, guys, you can see it from her wrist to her elbow to her shoulder. They are all stacked in a straight line. Very light on her feet. She's not stomping her feet back into the floor as she comes back. If she needs to, she can slow down, drive one knee up, set it down, drive the other one, speed them up. Your pace, guys. This is your workout. Keep moving through it. You have just under 10 seconds to go here. This will finish round 1. We've only got 1 more to go here. Great job at home. Stay right with us. 3, 2, go ahead and rest. Come back up. Guys, that's 1 round down. As we go through these, this is a great opportunity when you move through all of these different movements. Mark the bands that you're using. Maybe you start thinking about or find when you start to struggle. Maybe we need to get a heavier band next time we go through them. Mark all those things down. Let's go back to work. That wide grip press. 40 seconds on the clock. Remember, full control all the way through. She drives all the way out. Little pause at the bottom. Big squeeze in the chest. Drives them back in. Full control right back out. Good work, Megan. She has just over 20 seconds. You have just over 20 seconds. Keep moving through them. Don't forget to breathe, guys, as we go through these. Inhale as we come back. Big exhale as we press away from us. This is a great movement. This is another way we get really, really strong. This will help with push-ups, using the weights, all of these other things. Go ahead and rest here. We are going to move to pull downs next. One of the nice things about these guys, you don't have to set up any more weight. You don't have to transition to a bunch of different things. Everything is set for you. We just reach up above, grab the bars. In our pull downs as we go through, we want to tuck and drive from the elbow. Go ahead. Let's go. She's going to pull those elbows straight down, straight back up, straight down. Good job. Little pause at the bottom. Nice work, guys. As we go through this, we want to drive from the elbows. Let the elbows drive down to the floor. Squeeze the back at the bottom of the movement all the way back up. Big squeeze in the back. You should feel this through the shoulder blades, in the lats as we pull. Big pulls. Good work. Good work. Coming up on your last 10 seconds here. We are almost through these. Remember, guys, we're only going through the list twice, which means we're almost done here. Stay with it. You are done with this pull down in 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're going to come off of the MB1000 here for our alternating lunges. Almost halfway through round 2. Remember, guys, in the lunges, this is at your pace. We want the body weight movement just to drive the heart rate up a little bit, get the blood flowing. Then we'll come back to the MB1000 here. Let's go. In a reverse, come back up, stand all the way up at the top, right back down on the other side. As you go through these and get comfortable with them, guys, you can change things up. Maybe you add a little hop in between them. Maybe you want to just come back up and get a little bit of a deeper drop. Any of those things are perfectly fine. You can also stay right here. If you need to, you could always transition and use the side of your MB1000 if need be as we go through. So maybe you want a little bit of stability holding on to something as you go through. There's a little post and a handle here that can help keep you balanced as we go through them. Hang in there. Go ahead and rest. We're going to come back to it and sit down. 2 more movements here on the MB1000. 1 more body weight burnout at the end to finish off the day. We are going to go leg extensions first. 5 seconds to rest here. Remember, we really want to drive the feet out, lock out at the top of the movement, and go. So she's going to drive out. Short little pause. Guys, this is a great movement for the quads. We want to really work and burn out the quads here. So we want to drive out, pause, short little break at the top, full control back down. Remember, if we need to, guys, sometimes we need to make little adjustments with these pads to make sure they're lined up, set in the hamstring and the back of the knee. The other pad is right there along the ankle. It should roll down towards the top of the foot as you come out and roll back up towards the shin as you come back into the MB1000 here. Almost there. Go ahead and rest. 2 more to go, guys. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes is it. Let's burn these out. The last 2, we're going to get narrow presses first. Remember, the narrow press is the one where your posts are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. 5 seconds, and we'll start here in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Drive them out. Straight back in. This one, we've got the elbows tucked more narrow in towards the body here. We don't want to get too far in. We don't want to be too far out. Those handles will keep us stable right where we need to be. Megan's pressing through the pad in her hand. So right underneath the thumb, she's got the pad, the wrist, the elbow are all stacked in a straight line, driving that press out and full control as it comes back in. Good job, guys. You have just under 10 seconds to go. This is our last movement as we press through here before we move to mountain climbers. Hang on to it for 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Set it back in. We are going to transition back to the floor 1 final time. All mountain climbers here for 40 seconds as we move through it. Last little bit here, guys. Let's really burn these out. When you need to take a little rest, take a little rest. Drop to a knee, right back up, down in that plank position. Run those mountain climbers out. Knees to the chest. Great job. Remember, as we go through these, just like Megan has them here, that wrist, elbow, shoulder all stay stacked in a straight line. We want to protect our joints, make sure we can train for a really long time. The only way we get to do that is we work smart, we work hard, and we make sure we stay safe. You guys have under 20 seconds to go here. Keep moving through it. We are almost done. Last little bit here. Try to stick it out all the way through. Let's go. Run them out all the way through here, guys. You have less than 5 seconds. Push it for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Megan did a great job. You guys did a great job. Thanks for working with us on the MB1000. We will see you on the next one.